Good day, welcome to the video class. We are studying edaphic factor. That is one of the environmental factor. Environmental factors are many. The climatic factors, the topographic factors, edaphic factor, and then the biological factor. Out of a number of different the climatic or the environmental or the ecological factors, edaphic factor, that is the soil. The soil is very important. We studied about the definition of the soil, how the soil originates, what are the soil forming processes, and the chief components of the soil. In this video class, let's know about the soil profile. Soil profile gives us an idea about the different the horizons of the soil. Earlier, we studied that the weathering process and then the pedogenesis. Soil forming process, it's a very lengthy and long process, and it is a complex process. During a weathering process, the rocks are disintegrated and decomposed into a smaller pieces by a physical, chemical and biological the agencies. That is known as the weathering. After the weathering process, the mineral particles or the rock particles that they have formed undergo pedogenesis. That is the soil forming process. Soil forming process, on the other hand, it is a constructive and are in a biogeochemical in nature. After the pedogenesis process, the soil will be formed. Parent rock, it is very complex, chemically composed of a different the mixture of the different chemical mixtures in it. These number of different chemical mixtures during a weathering process get converted into a very smaller and smaller the mineral particles. These are called the regoliths. All of them, the regoliths, convert and then become into the soil. The process can also be termed as pedogenesis. So pedogenesis is a constructive and biogeochemical in nature. Rocks are different types: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Different rocks undergo the weathering process, and later on the weathered particles undergo pedogenesis, and lastly they form the stable soil. The soil, anyhow, we learned that the topsoil is very important for all of us. It is always fertile soil. It support for the cultivation of the plants. It support for the growth and development of any typical the plant. And then number of the other plants, number of the microscopic the plants, fungi, the animals, then other insects, the rodents, number of animals inhabiting the soil. Soil act as a uh, that is the medium for the growth and development of the plants. It provides the shelter to the uh, number of the organisms, the animals. The topsoil is very important. Uh, let's study the soil profile. Soil profile. Soil profile. Soil can be termed as it is a very loose, friable, unconsolidated, the layer of the earth crust. It is termed as the soil. On the other hand, this very loose, friable, unconsolidated layer which is present on the surface of the earth crust, usually it is formed after the weathering and the pedogenesis process. The weathering and pedogenesis do not occur separately. They occur simultaneously. There is no clear cut the line of demarcation between the weathering process and the pedogenesis process. Weathering is that is the decomposition of the rock material. The rock material, the rock materials decomposed and the material disintegrated into a number of smaller and smaller particles. These are termed as regoliths. Regoliths are mixed together with the number of the organic, inorganic, and then other the materials. So these regoliths actually, after a long time, they become into the topsoil or the stable soil. A complete succession of the horizons, a complete successive horizons down to the level of undifferentiated the parent materials which are present deep inside the earth crust can be termed as the soil profile. Soil profile, otherwise it is a cross the sectional view of the soil. Vertical section of the soil can also be termed as the soil profile. A soil profile shows the presence of a number of different horizons, different successive the horizons. A complete succession of number of horizons down to the layer of undifferentiated parent the materials is called a soil profile. Soil profile cheaply shows the presence of A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and the D horizon. A horizon always lies on the top of the earth crust like this. This is the schematic representation of the soil profile. A horizon always considered as a top layer. It is a top soil. This A horizon, further A0, then A1, then A2, then like that, A1, A2 and A3, like that. Then here you will get a B horizon, and then B1, B2 like that, B1, B2 like that. A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and lastly the D horizon. This is the C horizon, and lastly the D horizon, the C horizon. From here to here, we can understand the soil profile. One can understand the different the chemical composition of the soil and the different layers of the soil or the horizons of the soil by considering the soil profile. Soil profile is as I already discussed earlier, a successive layers of the soil. Successive layers means what? Successive horizons down to the level. Down to the level means what? Up to the level of undifferentiated the parent material, the parent the rocks. From the down where the undifferentiated parent the rocks are present, successive number of the layers are there. This is known as the soil profile. So this is the top of the soil. This is the down level, where down this level is present very deep inside the earth crust. So here undifferentiated parent material or the parent rock material usually present, and this is the reason where the rock material, the parent rock, actively undergo the weathering process. Very actively undergo the weathering process. That is a D horizon. Then in the C horizon, we will usually get the regoliths. When the parent rock undergo weathering process, it is all about decomposition and disintegration of the parent rock into a smaller particles, the rock particles or the mineral particles. So in the C horizon, one can get the regoliths or regoliths. Nothing but regoliths, nothing but as you know something about the regoliths. You already studied. These are very small particles of the rock, also called the mineral particles. So this is the zone of active weathering, and this is the zone, or this is the layer of the soil. This is the horizon of the soil where the parent rock undergo disintegration and decomposition very actively. As a result of which, here in the sea region, the regoliths are present. Regoliths are usually formed here and are collected there. Regoliths are very smaller particles of the rock, and then in the above region one can get the B horizon. B horizon. In this the B horizon, uh, it acts as a subsoil. Subsoil. In the sea horizon, usually the regoliths are present. These regoliths continuously undergo the process of pedogenesis. Pedogenesis is a constructive process. It involves physicochemical and biological the agencies. So the physical, chemical, and biological the agencies usually they convert, they involved in the pedogenesis process. All the regoliths gradually they convert and then become into a soil, the mature soil. So the B horizon is the horizon of the soil profile. It is otherwise termed as the subsoil. It is the subsoil. It is the subsoil. It is the subsoil. It is very loose, and it support the. It also supports the growth and the development of the plants. The roots of the plants are very common in the B horizon. B horizon. Subsoil, it is further divided into a, that is the B horizon, it is further divided into a B1, B2, B3 like that. So this is a B horizon. Above to the B horizon, there is a horizon. A horizon, which is very loose and supportive. It support for the vegetation. This means what? The topsoil. In the A horizon, the topsoil is present. This topsoil is a fertile. It support for the growth and development of the plants. It is otherwise termed as support for the vegetation, which consists of the mineral matter and organic residues. So this is the A horizon. This is the A horizon. This A horizon, it is actually the soil. It is actually the soil. It contains the minerals and organic matter. So A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, the D horizon. This is the soil profile. Again, once again, repeat the definition of the soil profile. Soil profile is a complete succession of the different horizons down to the level of undifferentiated parent materials is known as a soil profile. It is otherwise termed as the gross sectional view of the soil. Sectional view of the soil. It is termed as the soil profile. Soil profile shows the presence of the A horizon, B horizon, the C horizon, and some ecologists also recognized the D horizon as well. Number of horizons are present, one below the other. In the A horizon region, in the A horizon, one can get very loose, friable, unconsolidated the soil, which is rich in organic and inorganic nutritive substances. It support for the growth and development of the plants. It is also rich in number of flora and fauna. So this the A horizon further subdivided into A0, A1, A2, A3 sublayers, because these A0, A1, A2, A3 the sublayers are very distinct and one can recognize by their colors, textures. A0 the horizon A0 horizon shows a particular color and texture. A1 horizon shows another particular color, particular texture, particular mineral ions, like that. Then A2, A3, like that. So A horizon, further A0, A1, A2, A3, all these different the sublayers of the A horizon are very distinct. Uh, distinct, very distinct means what? They shows their own texture and colors. Uh, color of all these the layers different each other, texture also different each other. This is the A horizon. Then below this the A horizon there is a B horizon. This A horizon usually extends of about 1 to 1 to more than 10 feet, 1 to more than 10 feet down to the earth. Then underside, or in other words, below the A horizon there is a B horizon. This B horizon, it is also termed as the subsoil. This subsoil, characteristically it is different, its texture, its color, it is different. So this is nothing but the B horizon. B horizon further have a B1 and B2 horizons. These are again characteristically are different. They express the different color, different texture, composition, characters, like that. So this is the subsoil. Here subsoil, it is also supportive for the vegetation. And then below this the subsoil, that is a B horizon, there is a C horizon. This C horizon, it is full of the regoliths. These regoliths, these regoliths, these regoliths gradually they convert and then become into a subsoil. This is the soil, subsoil, the regoliths, the parent rock material undergo that is the weathering process. This is about the soil profile. Soil profile is very important. The characteristic properties of a soil profile are many. Then for the formation of a soil profile, soil forming processes actually are responsible for the soil profile. Soil forming processes are again many. Soil forming processes, I discussed earlier that the differentiated parent rock undergo weathering process, as a result of which a smaller and smaller particles of the mineral rock will be formed. It is termed as the weathering. After the formation of the mineral rocks, the rock minerals, commonly termed as the regoliths undergo the pedogenesis. Here what happens during the process of the weathering and pedogenesis, in order to form a very stable, fertile, the topsoil, the soil forming processes means what? The humification and the alluviation and illuviation. These are also another the soil forming processes. Humification is also one of the soil forming process, and alluviation and illuviation are also the soil forming processes. Yeah, we studied earlier about the humification. The humus always rich in organic and inorganic the nutritive substances. It's black in color. Any of the plant material or the animal material undergo the decomposition. The humus usually consists of either the decomposed or a semi-decomposed, the animal or the plant material. It is termed as the humus. When this humus it is added to the soil, the process is termed as the humification. This humification, it is one of the natural process occur in the process of the formation of the stable soil. Then here in the top soil, in the A horizon, which is rich in minerals and then organic the constituents. So when it rains, down along with the rainwater, number of organic and inorganic the minerals are dissolved in the rainwater, and cheaply they percolates down and they join the B horizon. This means that whatever the organic and inorganic mineral nutrients which are present on the top soil on the in this the A horizon region, usually they washed out to the down level of the soil profile. The process is known as alluviation. The humification is different, and alluviation is the removal of the soluble organic the minerals, soluble organic the compounds which are present on the A horizon region. They go down, they are washed out. That is, the process is termed as alluviation. And the humification, alluviation, and third one, illuviation. When these are washed out and are added to the down level, that is in the B horizon level, the addition of all those the organic, the nutrients, the compounds takes place. That is termed as illuviation. So these are the soil forming processes: humification, alluviation, and illuviations. Students, so this completes the study of the soil, the edific factor, origin of the soil, formation of the soil profile, and the characteristic properties of the soil profile. I stop here. Next, it is better to study about the other aspect of the environmental factor, that is maybe the topographic factor or the biotic factor. Then in order to understand different plant groups ecologically, plants are grouped based on their adaptation. Some plants adapted to grow under very extreme conditions, and some other plants adapted to grow under the water, and some plants adapted to grow on saline soils. Some plants they have adapted to grow on rock, sand, acidic soil, saline soil. Some plants adapted to grow upon the higher trees, higher large giant trees. So there are different groups of the plants. You have to study the morphological and anatomical adaptive characters of all the different groups of the plants, what they have incorporated under your syllabus in the next the video class. Thanks for watching the class, that is the soil profile. Thank you.